So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I hope you enjoyed Night 2 of Mundomania. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Huge successful night, and I definitely want to give Kevin Impact and the JTV roster a huge shout out for a legendary night. As we get this down to business here, I want to try to cover everything that happened during Night 2. Now, if you guys didn't watch it, I suggest you go watch it and then get back on the podcast and then watch some legendary action that was unfolding. With me, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick off the first match that happened. I defended the Titan Nation Alliance International Championship, and, with a man that has helped me, and we're going to be going back into kayfabe over this. So if you get butthurt because of us getting in kayfabe, this channel is not for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing my newest student, Chaotic Danger.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? What up, ladies and gentlemen?
You see, not only you helped me to retain my international championship tonight, but let's talk about it. I mean, who's going to be the stupid fans here tonight that's going to ask us some questions over what happened to what I did at Mundomania, or what I broke Alex King's heart of being champion?
See, here's the skinny of this whole goddamn on thing. Alex King, you think you're somebody special. I get it. You want to be champion. You want to hold that belt prestigious and high. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to break your sorry little heart, but it was high time motherfuckers felt the wrath of a man who had to relieve himself of that shell of his. A man that was not being seen by his full potential. You see, Alex King, you came across a man, and I told you the warning in the chat. The danger is in sight. And when danger came in play, you was not expecting me to be the thorn in your side. You was not expecting a man that was ultimately going to kill your hopes and dreams. Oh, Alex. We have a lot to discuss, pal, and I'm not done with you by a long shot. So go and get ATK all you want. Get your little wife, Mackenzie King, involved. They're not going to help you. There's nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide, sir.
You see, here's what happened, DJ. You finally saw the light that these fans was holding you back. And you see, me and you carry the two prestigious titles here in Titan Nation Alliance. I carry the International Championship. It's kind of funny, Alex King. I thought you would get the memo of you would suddenly just get the memo of just absolutely just when I threw you off that top into the spotlight, I thought you would get the memo of you would finally see the light. But apparently you fell through them. You see, not one was not only the things I had planned. You see, here's the thing. You got to realize about the violent tick. You couldn't get the job done. You had an opportunity kicking off the show. You was these fans' hope of taking the title off me, but what happened? I'm always 2 steps ahead of you, retaining my title, being the top star that opened the show, I've not only beat and retained my international championship to Alex King, I made that man humbled here at Night 2 of Mundomania.
See, Alex King, you thought that CJ had every dot, every I, that he was going to lose the title. Little did you know, sir, a man was about to be reborn, if you will. A man that had been not seeing his full potential. But there's more that we going to have for you, Alex King. I don't know about CJ, but myself, we have a date, sir. A date written in carnage. Stay tuned, Alex. You haven't seen the last of my wrath. And always remember, danger is in sight for anybody that's around you.
And it's pretty simple. You see, when Alex King, you decided to get up on that apron when Mackenzie King had the match of her life against Rhea Bloodrose. What did you do, Alex? You didn't think DJ Chaotic would get back at you for what you done? You got up there, distracted Rhea Bloodrose, and for what? So you could get your wife the title, so you thought you was going to walk out with mine on night 1? But what happened? Let's go back and catch the recap here. After Mackenzie King failed of getting the women's title off of Rhea Bloodrose, let's go back and talk about this. What happened exactly when we had a strategic plan in motion? When you decided to do the things you did to Rhea Bloodrose, you didn't think DJ Chaotic would get back at you for? You didn't think DJ Chaotic would finally see the light knowing that what you was after? These fans, you heard DJ Chaotic's promo tonight on Mundomania Night 2. He said, fuck the fans. Here's the thing about it. You think you're going to come and take my international championship? You think that you're just going to walk in with your little partner ATK and it's going to be an easy blood road to the international championship? Let me tell you something, Alex King. What you experienced tonight, one-on-one match, the most legendary match of all time at Mundomania. You just realized your full potential. You had a shot, but what happened? You took your eye off the ball. You did not realize that I had DJ Chaotic right in the palm of my hands. Because I told DJ Chaotic it was simple. He had 2 options. He could have been a good guy, or he could have sold out and caused the most controversial match of Mundomania history. And what do you think DJ Chaotic, or should I say now, Chaotic Danger, chose?
See, let me elaborate a little bit on something here. People thought, oh, you thought I was built on trust and everything? Oh, yes, I am built on trust. But also, there was a side of me laying dormant, waiting to be awoken. This sleeping, violent, chaotic, insignia lay dormant in my soul. Voices in my head saying to me, awaken. Let violence, let slaughter commence on those that was holding you back. See, funny thing about it is, CJ Mundo came to me with a vision, a clear-cut vision of destruction. Show that alter ego of yours. Lay to rest the goody two-shoes, the man that was kissing babies, signing autographs for the fans. You think that dormant side of me wanted to do that? Hell, the dormant side of me said, fuck him. Be an asshole. Take what's yours. And the crazy thing is, y'all trusted me. But guess what? My heart is with my kingdom. My brothers and sisters of the chaotic kingdom. You ain't think that they kind of told me, strike the match. Even my wife told me, yeah, Rhea Blood Rose, the lady of my dreams, came to me and said, unleash hell on those upon you. And when the wife says something, you strike with fear. And that's what happened, CJ. She ultimately brought me, when we went backstage after that match, she said, this is your moment. Strike.
Here's the
and
thing.
What did I do?
Say, Chaotic Danger, you did the right thing by selling out. But here's the thing I'm going to say. To Sumo Johnson, you know why DJ did the things he did? You know why he did Alex King the way he did tonight at Mundomania? It's simple. DJ knew that if Alex King had this international championship, he couldn't carry the weight of it because he chokes just like you fans.
See, you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, some people have it in them, some people don't. But the question remains, did Alex King really have that in his heart of hearts to be a champion and stand tall with it? Or in the back of his mind, does he crumble in fear with the title? Does he ultimately does the company justice? These are the questions y'all got to ask yourselves. Because evidently, he didn't have it in him. Deep down in his soul, he knew he had judgment. He had guilt. His pride couldn't take it. But oh, there's more to come for him. In fact, come on with it, Alex King. You don't stand a chance with this newfound entity of me. And with a newfound entity comes things to me that lays dormant. And then these voices of mine tells me slaughter for you. That slaughter, you don't know when it's coming. You don't know when it's gonna happen. But watch your back, Alex King. Watch your back tremendously. And I hope you don't think ATK or Mackenzie King is gonna help you. Because they can catch the wrath as well too. Don't think I got soldiers in my back pocket willing to stand up for the occasion. Unfortunately, my son has been laying dormant. Yeah, the same son that I've been having waiting in the corner. Yeah, Adrian Chaotic, the Prince. He's waiting to strike as well too. Everybody's coming.
Now we talk about Mundomania. Let's talk about, the aftermath.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Impact and his Hall of Fame speech. I didn't even know that BKS would be in the building.
Oh boy, yep. That's a shocker.
The most legendary thing that ever happened at Mundomania. I didn't even know they was going to show up. But the one thing that I liked about it is Nick, I'm going to just tell you, man, you should have been smart knowing that you had three guys and you had your back turned to those three guys over that one guy you didn't see coming. And it kind of cost you because now you had BKS running wild at Mundomania. Between you and BKS, you guys ruined Kevin Impact's Hall of Fame speech. And I can guarantee you one damn thing. Kevin Impact's Hall of Fame speech, I guarantee you Kevin Impact is going to fire back on both sides of the party.
Speaking of this, I would like to take this time to really say congratulations on your accomplishments in this Hall of Fame induction of yours, Kevin Impact. You are well respected in this industry and appreciate the many things that's coming in the foreseeable future. But right now, this is your moment. This is your turn.
Let's talk about this. Kevin Impact Hall of Fame speech. It was legendary, and I agree everything that you said, DJ Chaotic. He deserves that. Well deserved. And, from my side of things, thank you, Kevin Impact. But speaking about this, guys, we got a new Titan Nation Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, and he's just joined the press conference, the one and only Dan Rapture.
Congrats, my guy. Congrats on the accomplishment there. Nixon is not an easy feat, but you did it, sir.
Yes.
Now, the question is, where does that lie to you as far as you and Nixon, knowing that Nixon is definitely going to come back after that title? Then again, you got to worry about Nick Cayenne because he's got that Money in the Bank briefcase. So, Dan, what's your thoughts about it?
I think. All right, testing. You hear me? All right. I think Nick's a little distracted with Shendon right now, but I'm not worried about that Cocoon.
There are a lot of people that's coming to take your crown in this particular moment. I know a lot of viable competitors are out there willing to come at you. We don't know who's the first one. We all know Nick is in that background, waiting patiently with that Money in the Bank championship with that briefcase. So, in this instance, I could say this. What do you say now to your competitors looking ahead to get at you for the championship?
Well, I can only say one thing, and it's coming from a wise man that I kind of looked up to back in the day, and it's pretty much, you want some, come get some, pretty much.
Great words to say, man, because I know a lot of people are going to be gunning for you.
I'm a fighting champion, so who wants some? Try taking this title off me.
Congratulations on the part of me from the owner himself for being the new Titan Nation Alliance World Heavyweight Champion. But at the same time, since you got that title, how is the hardware around your waist now, knowing that you are now the man that everybody wants to gun for the World Heavyweight title?
Well, the only thing I can say is I haven't been a world title, but yeah, I haven't been a world champion in a while in a company, so kind of have to get used to it.
It's like that first championship feeling. It does make a little nervousness, but it's also an honor and a privilege to have the biggest championship in a company of this magnitude, and you deserve all the credit for achieving this moment. So, yeah, appreciate the feeling now, but keep your eyes on the swivel.
Oh, I know I got a target on my back now. I'm fully aware.
We get to another segment in the match, the Kevin Impact Hall of Fame speech. So, Dan, I know you was backstage right before that main event even occurred, and you saw what BKS done. Now, the question I asked you is, what are your thoughts on what Nick Cayenne done during Kevin Impact's Hall of Fame speech? And also, what do you think about BKS? You think Kevin Impact's going to make sure both sides of the party pays for this disrespect?
Absolutely.
They ruined the perfectly good moment, and I feel like the receipt is coming.
Typical BKS. That's all I have to say. Typical BKS. But yeah, I kind of respect Nick on coming out to try to kind of help Kevin Impact, but on the other hand, now Nick has a target on his back with BKS, so yeah. So the only thing I can say is I'm kind of battling against BKS and J2E, so Nikki, if you want backup, maybe hit the world champion up in Titan National Alliance, and maybe I'll help you out next time, bud. So, yeah.
We go back to that little predicament. I'm going to show you, I got a photographer that done the photography for this huge night event. I mean, look at that beautiful shot that he done, taking pictures of that legendary moment at Mundomania. I mean, BKS, I didn't even know if they was in the building.
I didn't even know they were in the building.
But I do know that the look on Kevin Impact's face, I mean, you can see his face just by this screenshot. He's kind of pissed of Shandon showing up and ruining his moment. You can see the hostility with Kevin Impact, especially that. Not only that, I'm going to go down to another picture that was taken.
Yeah, I don't blame Kevin Impact to being upset because Shandon decided to stick his nose into where it kind of doesn't belong, but it's BKS, so BKS kind of does whatever they want, even though it's annoying as hell.
Really stood out, Dan, and you probably know this too, is Nick cutting the promo, and during this little segment, Nick said Answer me, you son of a bitch. Right to Shandon, disrespecting the JTV World Champion. And anybody that knows Shandon, especially the JTV World Champion, Nick kind of provoked what was happening tonight at Mundomania just by poking the bear with the stick.
Right.
I agree. He really poked the bear, and I believe you might have photographs, maybe. I don't know. I'm asking of the aftermath of Nick poking the bear.
But here's the thing that's the very kicker part of this whole outlook here. For DKS, Shendon, and Nick to kind of ruin a legendary moment like this for Kevin Impact kind of makes you think, what is Kevin Impact thinking as the receipt for these two individuals ruining his perfectly good moment?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know. Everybody has to tune in to find out.
Exactly.
I mean, we take a good look at this other screenshot here. I'm going to try to get it. This is when Damian Taylor shows up. Yes. And you can see Nick there in a Boston Crab maneuver. As, Nick didn't watch his back. He thought he had backup, but he did not see what was behind him. But, ladies and gentlemen, I am definitely going to bring this man in. If he's still in, I don't think I can find him. It was Colt James. I think he left. But what a Mundomania it was, guys. I mean, far as not one, not two, I mean, this little segment here brought a lot of people.
I mean, it was a legendary night of action, a lot of suspense, a lot of drama happened, but overall, I think this was and it overdid viewer-wise over night one, which is impressive. Very impressive numbers, CJ.
But also, before I bring Colt James into here, there's one more, picture I want to show you guys. Not only Kevin Impact's Hall of Speech that happened, we had this man, the real deal Ricky Armstrong, makes his Mundomania debut as, a Hall of Fame speech, and what a Hall of Fame speech it was. But also, we're going to bring in a champion here that just joined. The TNA champion has arrived, Colt James.
What's up?
What up?
I'm just telling you this now. Anyone holding that hardcore title is on notice.
Uh-oh.
And I don't give a fuck if you're a female, a fucking bigot, a midget, a flea, a feck, or whoever the fuck you want. That title belongs to me. So thank you for keeping it warm.
But as that was said, shout out to Ricky Armstrong for his Hall of Fame induction tonight. A very well respected and established man in this industry. Continued support comes his way from everybody in the car community that respects him. And yeah, definitely a huge accomplishment for a man of his stature. But I guess the warning shot is put out there for anybody trying to get the hardcore title right now. I mean,
I see you in the back. I'll jump your ass. You in the parking lot? Who says I'm not going to bring a spike bat out and rip out your intestines and jump rope with them?
I mean, there's a man
How we
on a
get
mission
down.
right now, and I really fear for the locker room that tries to vie for that hardcore title. I heard in the chats that a guy by the name of Nixon is gunning for the hardcore title as well.
Let him. He's just on borrowed time. He can be Nixon all he wants, but when I'm done with him, his soul be dead. Ow! Fuck, what the hell was that?
But I know we have more to cover for night 2. I mean, there was a star-studded lineup of women involved in a big match, and boy, what a lineup of women we had show up tonight.
I mean, we talk about women that showed up tonight. Lita, Trish Stratus, Victoria. We had
Yeah, I figured I'd jump in. I'm on my break at work, so I'll holler at you boys later.
all right. Nice
All
for you
right.
to
Nice talking with you, Colt.
But just
Enjoy the
remember
rest of
this
your night.
hardcore division. I'll be watching with 3 eyes.
Now we go back to the CJ Mondo with DJ Chaotic turning heel, costing Alex King the International Championship. I like to know what Alex King's response is going to be. We do not know what's going to happen, but I can guarantee you that DJ Chaotic may be a marked man.
See, there's a thing. I may be a marked man, but trust me, marked men know how to maneuver in ways that is very intriguing to the untrained eye. But I sit on my throne literally saying to myself this: bring your best shot, Alex King. And if you try to bring your so-called crew involved with this, they can find their ass on the pavement as well, too. Nobody's excluded.
Now the question is about this is with the World Heavyweight Championship, you've seen here with Dan, Dan Rapture winning the championship. Especially if you're Nixon. Now, I don't know if I can actually bring Nixon in, but I'm going to try my best to. But I like to know what's
going through his mind.
Going through his mind, knowing that Dan pretty much just took the title away as, Dan's been telling him for weeks, your time is getting raptured. And tonight happened. The title has been raptured tonight as has won the Nation Alliance World Heavyweight Championship at Mundomania 5 at Madison Square Garden.
Here's the thing that I want to put out there to everybody on the roster. As you mentioned on the show tonight, going into 26, ladies and gentlemen, there is no rematch clause for anybody that lost their title match today. That is a golden thing that was mentioned on the show. If you didn't catch that, no rematches going into 26. Everybody has to start from scratch to earn their weight.
Now, 26, I will get with that rule that DJ said. From now on, with the opportunity error that I basically said during Mundomania's, live streaming, the opportunity error, we're not going to have rematch clauses. So champions that lose their title, it's going to be hard for them to get that title back because their rematch clause is gone. So therefore, after tonight, there will be no more rematch clauses. Effective.
Everybody who holds the title, you going to 26 with that title.
So in other words, Dan's going in as 26 as the Titan Nation Alliance World Heavyweight Champion. Now, since we got Dan as the World Heavyweight Champion, we're going to let Dan have the floor here in his celebration. And Dan, the spotlight's yours, brother.
Well. Where do I start? Well, all I can say is pretty much I'm honored to have the opportunity to be your world champion, CJ, and no offense to the other two world champions in TNA, but going into 26, my first mission is pretty much making this world title more prestigious than it was in 25 for first. And pretty much, like I said before, whoever wants to try to take the title off me, by all means, because you have to do a lot to try to take the title off me. Pretty much. So, yes. And for the Money in the Bank, right? The Money in the Bank winner, Nick Kaikan. Just saying, if you do or are thinking of cashing on me, I advise not to, because you might regret it, like you did earlier tonight with BKS. Just letting you know. But yeah, I'm going to a walk-in tomorrow night at Monday Night Inferno, and kind of see who's next to challenge me for this championship or not. So, yeah.
It's going to be a legendary night, guys.
Indeed.
I mean, we just saw 2 nights of an historic Mundomania, but also, guys, you got to think about it, that we just now got through the Mania part. Now it's the Inferno after Mania. So this is where it gets top-notch.
The aftermath.
Word that Shane Douglas will be in Inferno for one more match. And ladies and gentlemen, Shane Douglas will take on the TNA International Champion CJ Mondo in the main event of Inferno, a big match.
Oh my!
That is
indeed.
That is going to be a slobber knocker of a match.
Violent Tick versus the franchise. Huge main event for Monday Night Inferno.
Hashtag top that.
Hashtag must-see TV.
Indeed.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have Alex King as he's going to address the situation that happened at Mundomania between CJ Mondo and also DJ Chaotic, which is now Chaotic Danger. So that's going to happen on Monday Night Inferno. Then we're going to get a match that we saw if we went back and watched Night 1 of Mundomania. We're going to see the kickoff match that we had on Night 1, which is Team Hogan and Team Eddie Guerrero. I've just been informed that Shawn Michaels said that he's going to be on Inferno after Mania. And for Team Eddie Guerrero, I've just received word that Kane's going to be. So Shawn Michaels versus Kane on Inferno. That's confirmed.
Oh, boy.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, there's switcheroos that's happening. Now, the TNA Championship was on Mundomania. It's not on Mundomania. So, for Monday Night Inferno, the TNA Championship is a Monday Night Inferno title, but therefore, I'm making this trade effective immediately between both general managers here on this podcast. That Colt James will go to Thursday Night Lockdown, and we will take for Monday nights the brand new World Heavyweight Champion, Dan Rapture, to Monday Night Inferno.
And that is official, ladies and gentlemen, as your Monday Night Inferno commissioner.
Now, I went back and reviewed the tapes of, tonight's action for the number one contender for that United States title. And I did see the tap out that happened. And I got to say that even though that the breakup was slow and the referee called for the bell, I'm going to make this official. I can't change the referee's decision, but there will be a one-on-one match. ATK will face AJ Styles in a rematch since he was screwed out due to the referee's bad calling on Monday Night Inferno to see who faces Chaotic Danger for the United States title. That will happen also.
I'm watching carefully, fellas.
Now, we get back to the World Championship picture. I'm going to unravel something for you guys that's happening on Monday Night Inferno. Dan Rapture will be in action. But before we put him in action, guys, we're going to do something with the World Heavyweight Championship that is going to revolutionize Titan Nation Alliance forever. So you're seeing the title that Dan Rapture holds now. We're going to put that in the archive room.
Oh, boy. We got new hotness coming.
So what is CJ Mondo's plan for the World Heavyweight title, and what's the brand new title going to look like? I can't tell you, but personally, tune into Monday nights to find out.
Exactly.
Interesting.
You got to stay locked in the Titan Nation and the channel here. You never know what to expect out of this company. You never know.
And I've just received word, ladies and gentlemen, that during all of this controversy that happened at Mundomania, we will able to get a hold of a legendary tag team that will be one not only on Monday Night Inferno, that will be competing against Combat Genius and KD, your remaining Steel Inferno Tag Champs. Find out what that's going to be like on Monday Night Inferno.
There's a lot going on with the Mundomania after post festivities here. And it's going to be one incredible aftermath night. If you're locked into the channel, make sure like, follow, subscribe, hit the notification bell for all notifications on the Kentucky Gamer 32 channel. And yeah, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned.
Now, I will say this. That's not all. We got more to put on this cookie cake. Because I just got off the phone with the board of directors. And they said they watched the War Games match. They also letted me know since Lockdown won that prestigious War Games, Ryan Storm is now officially on lockdown for Thursday nights as your legendary YouTube champion.
Blockbuster news announced on the post show. Definite blockbuster news.
Also, we got off the phone with the board of directors also, and they also let me know that there's a match going to happen at our next pay-per-view. And our pay-per-view is literally going to tear the house down for its entirety. We're going to see on Monday Night Inferno, now just confirmed with one of the board of directors, that the TNA World Heavyweight Champion Dan Rapture will go one-on-one with the TNA Champion Colt James. Champion versus champion contest is official for the Monday after Mundomania.
All right.
Very interesting
Indeed.
Here for the Inferno after Mundomania. Colt James versus Dan Raptor. That should be an intriguing match right there. Very intriguing match.
Yeah.
Talk about a match. There's another match happening on Inferno. What happened at Mundomania with Alex King has went to the GM of Monday Night Inferno, and he basically said that he wanted this match to happen, which means Alex King will take on, in a tag team with his mystery tag partner, of course, the team of the international champion CJ Mondo and the United States champion Chaotic Danger.
See. This is where you done fucked up, right? You done fucked up, right, Alex King? Demanding this match with the general manager. I don't think he realized, CJ, he's causing himself career suicide with two of the most dangerous men in TNA. But I also say this, Alex King, if you decide to survive, don't think you're going to get up alive. See you on Monday.
Now, Dan, I know he was wanting to talk, so Dan, what do you got to say to Colt James as you're going to be in a champion versus champion contest on Monday Night Inferno. Since you're the brand new world champion, the floor is yours.
So you want to get raptured like like Nixon Wolf did earlier tonight. Let's see if you can survive the rapture, unlike Nixon did, Mr. Colt James. Because I don't think you're ready for this rapture. Yes.
That is the biggest achievement that Dan just done at Mundomania. Because in history, guys, nobody has ever done what Dan has done during a Mundomania event, not only winning a triple threat match against Nick and Mark to get to this stage, but also beat Nixon Wolf for the world title and shocking the world to hold the new Titan Nation Alliance World Heavyweight Champion.
It is a feat to do this on the grandest stage of TNA. And I know it was a very big accomplishment for you. So I say to those challengers that is looking at this moment, and I know Nixon is probably chomping at the bit to claw his way back to the top to get at you again, to get his lick back on you, if we will.
Yeah.
And I know that receipt is coming back from Nixon. I know very well that man is probably sitting in the back right now, chomping at the bit, waiting to get his opportunity again. But we all know in these moments, this is a legendary thing that is going to live forever in your career. And it's a huge accomplishment you got to be proud of and thankful for that you won on the grandest stage.
Indeed. Because
a lot of people wish that they can achieve a moment like this on the grand stage. But not that many people can achieve that moment without scratching and clawing and working their way to the top like you did. And I commend those individuals that work their way to the top. They don't cut corners. They don't do backstage politics or manipulation. Everything is hard work and dedication around here. And that I can be appreciative of, even if you're a heel or if you're a face in this business. These moments last forever.
Indeed. It's pretty much the passion to be on top, the passion to be the best, and to be on. That's pretty much what we need in this community, and that. So I fully agree on what you just said.
I do say this because we are on the road to a new game. We are on the road to a bright future in TNA right now, thanks to the owner, CJ Mundo, for everything that he's done in this 25 game, that we value and appreciate these fine moments that we can look back on this channel and say, we did those. There ain't a EFED roster that busted their ass to do exactly what we did for this company. But 26 is around the corner. Who knows who's coming? Who knows who's gonna lurk around that corner and earn a shot at any of the champions that's in front of us? But all we can say is we strive for the best. We make these moments legendary for a reason, because we're the backbone of this industry. And if anybody says anything otherwise, they're watching the wrong goddamn show. And that's on everything I love.
I mean, it was a huge successful night. I'm very proud of working alongside with JTV Wrestling, and you know, we make more memories like this at Mundomania. It's going to be interesting. I mean, you know, we just saw a legendary moment between me and Kevin Impact tonight. You know, we did a little bit of Rock and Hogan tribute face to face. I mean, we pulled out all the stops tonight. I mean, I'm very proud of, you know, not only the production team, but also everyone that was involved, you know, in character, getting everything wrapped up. And, you know, we pretty much broke history at a Mundomania, because the history that was broken, guys, is we never had 20 people watching the live stream, and we broke that record. We smashed that record.
That is a huge accomplishment. And that accomplishment can only be etched in the history books as probably one of the most legendary things that ever been done in this company. And not only that, to the viewers who stayed true, tuned in, stayed committed to watching both nights of this monumental night 1 and 2 of Mundomania, we appreciate you for staying loyal and true to watching the show that CJ Mundo put his hard work into. There's not too many times viewers get to say thank you in the comment section for a monumental night like this. If we can get thank yous in the comment section, it'll be greatly appreciated. Even if you're not watching at this very moment, thank yous in the comment section is greatly appreciated.
Now, you know, with Dan Rapture being the new world heavyweight champion, we're going to find out what happens on 26, guys, as we close the chapter tonight for 25. And we want to thank everybody that, you know, was, you know, either listening, you know, comment. I don't know, we had like one person commented, but we want to thank everybody being a part of this. Even JTV Wrestling, shout out to them, shout out to Kevin Impact, and, you know, shout out to everybody that was involved in this big monumentum night. Also, you know, you had Colin Klein, Dan, Nick Cayenne. I mean, legendary night. And we're going to make it a, you know, close here. And, you know, this is me as CJ Mondo, the TNA International Champion. You have DJ Chaotic.
Yep. What a monumental night tonight. What a legendary event that we've had here. Not only was it a lot of impactful things to take in, but to those in the car community looking for a true home, let Mundomania be the first step in showing you that there are EFEDs that care about you. There are EFEDs that appreciate you. There are EFEDs out here that's going to open their doors for brighter futures for the newcomers in the car community. Let this be an example that you are welcomed in a place that desires your need. And with that being said, hope you enjoy this post show. If you missed Mundomania 1 and 2, please go back and watch Mundomania 1 and 2. Hit a thumbs up, put a like on there in the comment, and we'll look forward to seeing you in TNA Wrestling in WWE 2K26.
Also, before we close, guys, like I said, huge shout out to Kevin Impact, and I'm going to say his words here that he would say. As JTB would say, top that.